In planning my new model railroad, which would be a version of the Ontario Northland Railway, I've come across something that people don't seem to talk about, and that's how do you calculate your model train length for things such as siding length, yard size, staging, etc. And to me, it's a little bit of a frustration. So I've come up with a rather simple way of how to do that, and let's get started. Now, unfortunately for me, I had recently moved and all my model train stuff was in boxes, so I had to unbox some of it and get it out so I could measure some of the lengths. Easier said than done because some of the stuff was kind of buried. So I started with one of my larger locomotives, which is an SD40-2, which I plan to run hauling my ore train. And as you can see here in the picture, I measured it out from coupler to coupler and worked out about 9.5 inches. Next up was one of the short barrel iron ore cars that were commonly used on the Ontario Northland to service the Sherman and the Adams mine, and it came to about 4.5 inches. Likely the most common railway car in the 70s and before that on the Ontario Northland was the 40-foot boxcar, so naturally I had to measure one of those. And it came to about 6.25 inches. I also am going to have a lot of bulkhead flat cars. Now, with bulkhead flat cars, they vary in sizes. So the one here is a Walters car, and I also have a whole bunch of roundhouse ones which are longer. So I erred on the side of caution. This car measures about 8 inches, but I added an inch on for the roundhouse to kind of even things out. Always err on the side of caution. As you are measuring the length of your sidings and that, you want your trains to be able to comfortably fit into them. There were some cars that I couldn't get at. They were just buried too far in the boxes, one of which was a covered hopper and the other was a van or a caboose. So I came up with measurements with them. Basically, the caboose, I came up with about a 40-foot boxcar length. And for the covered hopper, I came up with basically the length of about 8 inches roughly, based upon what I saw for measurements. Once I had finished measuring the lengths of everything I needed, locomotives, cars, cabooses, or vans, I put together some spreadsheets. And so what I did is I put together, based on all the cars I'm going to be running and the various locomotives and such. In this case here, the example you see is the ore train. So you've got two six-axle locomotives at 9.5 inches long each. Then you've got 14 ore cars at 4.5 inches long and one caboose at 6.2 inches long. So basically, what does that come to? "88.25 inches. Now that's rather short for an HO scale train, but keep in mind it's hauling those short barrel ore cars, which are quite short. So that train would easily fit into a siding on my layout. Next up, I have a train that's going to be going up to Cochrane and Timmins, and all trains do go through Englehart, as that's the division point. And the other one is going to go up to Rouyn-Noranda, also through Englehart. And as you can see, I've got the lengths here. The one to Cochrane Timmins is showing as 110.75 inches long, and the one for Noranda, a bit longer, 137.25. And you can see there's some other cars I put in there as well. You see a 50-foot reefer, as well as a thrall door. I just simply use the same lengths as I did for the 50-foot boxcar. So you can improvise a little bit that way as well. At the end of the day, what you need to do is figure out how much space do you need on your layout, or how much space do you have in your room or your layout, and both have to fit. So based upon the size of the layout that you can build, how long the trains can you or do you want to run? And that will dictate obviously the design of your layout and the space confinements that you have. I hope this was of help, because it sure helped me. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw and wish to see more content on model trains and real trains, please subscribe to my channel.